Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Shavonda Tate. I am a psychic medium and paranormal educator. This is part 2 of the Q&A, paranormal Q&A that I've started. Part 1 is already up, so if you haven't seen that video, it'll either be in the description of this video or at the end of this video. I'm not sure yet, but please go check that out first and then come back to this video. This is part 2 of paranormal Q&A, and I have 15 or 16 more questions to answer for you guys. And so let's get right into it, okay? Question 16. Have I used tarot or oracle cards? I am a tarot reader as well as a psychic medium and empath. So I do use that one tool to also do readings for clients and people and such, and myself. I also do tarot readings on myself. But yes, I do use tarot cards, but I do not use oracle cards. I haven't really got into those. I'm more of a tarot girl, so yes, I do use tarot. Question 17. Have I talked to the dead? Yes, being a psychic medium, I'm able to connect and communicate with the dead and can communicate and talk to the deceased and spirits, ghosts, entities, and energies of that nature. Yes, I do talk to the dead. Number 18, describe your faith. I have a kind of a mixed faith. I have a lot of different views and beliefs and things of that when it comes to spirituality. I'm not really religious, but I am spiritual. The main practices and things I study and have looked into is Nichiren Buddhism. That is a branch of Buddhism that originated in India and found its way to Japan and China, and then it just took off from there. I really don't want to get much into the background of it. If you would like to research Nichiren Buddhism, feel free to do so. I also study Wicca and paganism as well because I really love the cultures of Wicca and paganisms, and I love the teachings in both of those, and doing I just love doing research on spirituality paths and religious paths and things of that nature. I really have taken to Wicca and paganism and witchcraft and things of that nature because I also do spells, part of my work as well. I also do spells, so yeah, that's really what it boils down to as what I believe in and what I claim my faith to be. Number 19. Why do houses become haunted? There's a lot of factors into becoming a house becoming haunted. It could do with the events taking place in the house. Residual energy can make a house become haunted. Um, Someone passing away in that house, someone having a strong connection or attachment to that house, they can end up residing in that house in the as a spirit or a ghost or entity. So a house can become a haunted like that. But there's just so many factors of a house becoming haunted, and not all hauntings, like I mentioned before in past videos, are not all bad. It does not always a haunted house does not always equal demonic activity or hauntings. It just all depends on who's in that house, why are they haunting it, what kind of effect are they having on the people living in that house, or if it's an abandoned house. It just all depends on the situation and the history behind the property, the house itself, and who has lived or died in that area of the space of the house. So just do your research on a haunted property just to be clear of what kind of energy or spirits or entities or ghosts you're going to be interacting with said haunted house. So just be wary, be careful, be cautious of what kind of energy you're stepping into dealing with the haunted house. Question 20. Can your pet dog or animal detect the paranormal? Yes, they can. They very much have a connection to the paranormal world, the spirit world itself. They very much can see ghosts, spirits, detect an energy shift like we can, but they're very much more in tune with the energy because of their animal senses. So yes, pets, dogs, cats, animals in general can detect a shift in energy or spirit or ghost in that way. So yes, if you see your pet staring into blank space or empty area or barking in weird during weird hours or unnecessarily, just do a little bit of investigating. I won't say full on investigate your own property because I would never recommend that, but do some research on the home, or if someone you know that's passed away might be trying to visit you. You never know. So ask a paranormal educator or someone familiar in the paranormal field what could be disturbing your dog's behavior or stirring up the behavior of the dog and its behavior. Let's see. Question 21. What is a ghost made of? A ghost is made up of energy. It's magnetic energy. Like the whole universe is made up of energy and matter and things of that nature. So if you know a lot about what energy is in itself or what the universe is made up of in itself, because there's a lot of science behind it, but not within the paranormal, because sometimes a lot of the times science and the paranormal kind of clash. It kind of doesn't make sense because a lot of people don't understand the paranormal. But in my opinion, a ghost is made up of magnetic energy, and that's why they can manipulate things when they become a stronger entity or ghost or spirit, like opening up cupboards, moving things, making things disappear, uh, and things of like that. Oh, excuse me. Question 22. Do ghosts only come out at night? No, ghosts do not only come out at night. In my experience, ghosts can appear or manifest at any time of the day or night, um, at any time. It does not have to specifically be during the witching hour or midnight or 3 a.m. or anything like that. It does not need to have any significant meaning as to why they appeared. They could just have a very personal reason to appear to you specifically, or to the energy around you or the people around you. It does not matter when or how they appear. So it does not only have to be at night. I've seen spirits and ghosts appear to me during the day, at night, in between. Like, it does not matter at all. There does not need to be a specific reason, day, time, place, whatever. They can appear whenever, however they choose to appear to you. Question 23. What are the signs of a poltergeist? The signs of a poltergeist are mainly a lot of ruckus, a lot of electronics being messed with, a lot of furniture being thrown around, moved, organized weirdly, just unexplainable experiences. Like, there is a difference between a poltergeist and a spirit or a ghost haunting. Um, a poltergeist is just a lot of negative energy combined. So you would either need a house cleansing or a blessing to get rid of the poltergeist energy. But a poltergeist isn't a spirit or ghost or entity of that any kind. It's just a lot of negative energy put together, and that causes the shift between of what is done, like opening cupboards, moving furniture, like I mentioned. Just a lot of weird paranormal activity that can happen with the poltergeist. It doesn't have a purpose. It just has it has a purpose of destruction, basically, because it's a whole bunch of evil energy combined. So yeah, that's what basically a poltergeist is, in my opinion. Again, with these questions and answers, everything is from my own experience and my knowledge of them. So please don't take what I say as overall truth. It's just what I believe in and what is to be true in my own experience and knowledge. Number 24. Can a ghost see you? Yes, a ghost can see you like I can see you. I see spirits and ghosts as I see a human being. It's their energy. It's who they are. Like I said, I could see a spirit or ghost like I can see you. So they can see us just as well. Number 25. Are all ghosts evil? No, they're not all evil. An evil thing can be an evil entity, a poltergeist, a tormented spirit, a spirit with a malevolent intention. But 9 times out of 10, a spirit or ghost is not malevolent or evil or anything of that nature. A lot of times they just want to make a connection, talk to you, communicate with you, and get their message across. So just be cautious and wary of what kind of spirit, entity, or ghost you're dealing with, and don't just brush it off immediately, because a lot of the times they just want to make a connection. Number 26. If my house was haunted, could you remove the haunting? Um, well, as some of my services offer, I do offer house readings, house cleanses, house blessings of that nature. I can help try to get you in the direction of trying to clear your house of any kind of energy, but I would leave it to like the Catholic Church to do the bigger house blessings or cleansings and things of that nature, because they have more experience in that way. I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to house cleansings. I'm more experienced in doing readings and spells of that nature, so I could if I choose to, but I will leave it to more of the more experienced. Number 27. Are all graveyards haunted? No, they're not haunted. If there is like rituals done there or spells done there, dark magic, black magic's done there, I would assume that some type of energy does manifest in a graveyard, but not necessarily haunted itself, because when someone passes away, their spirit or energy leaves their body and and ultimately finds who they're looking for or trying to communicate with. They will end up following a relative or friend home to try to communicate with them, but they do not necessarily stay with their bodies, because a body is just a vessel, and your spirit or ghost comes out after you pass away. So no, graveyards ultimately are not haunted itself unless something is done by us for that energy to manifest there. Number 28. Will the paranormal ever be proved or disapproved once and for all? I don't think it will be disapproved or approved once and for all, because there's just so much knowledge and things to experience out there. I don't think there will ever be a clear cut line if it exists or not. It's just very individualized type of experience. So I don't think it will be disapproved or approved once and for all, just because it's very individualized type of thing to experience. There's always going to be skeptics. There's always going to be non-believers. There's always going to be skeptical believers. There's always going to be 100% believers like myself. But that's what makes the world great, is that there's always going to be different beliefs, theories, experiences out there concerning the paranormal. So I think there will never ever be ultimately a this side or that side situation when it comes to the paranormal. Number 29. Is the paranormal meant to be unlocked? I think for the curious mind like myself, or the curious mind of you, or someone else, or whatever they experience, I think it can be unlocked safely and properly, as long as you do your research and study on it, and do whatever it takes to protect yourself. Because if you're going to tap into the paranormal world or the spirit world itself, you have to know what you're doing and how to operate it, and how to gain access to something that's pure and good and not evil and malevolent. So it all depends on you individually and what your intentions are. Setting intentions into paranormal experiences help you a lot with a positive experience or negative experience. If you're trying to poke fun, or not poke fun, if you're trying to poke the bear necessarily, you're gonna get bit by the bear. So if you keep poking and prodding into the paranormal and not know what you're doing, you are going to get bit by something malevolent or evil. And I just want you guys to be cautious of what you're doing. Talk to educated paranormal educators. Talk to paranormal investigators that have years under their belt. Talk to anyone that has a vast knowledge of the paranormal. If you guys have any questions for me, please put them in the comments. I would love to do another paranormal Q&A. So let's just get back into it. And I think I have like 2 or 3 more questions for you to answer. So let's just get right into it. I have 2 more questions. Do people always come back as spirits? No, they do not always come back as spirits. Spirits and ghosts, how I view it and how I've known it to be, is spirits or people that have moved on and crossed over into the spirit world, and ghosts are people that have unfinished business and a message to get across. Spirits will come back if you call out to them, but necessarily spirits are people that have crossed over, and ghosts are people with unfinished business on this plane of existence. Number 31 and final question. Are children apparitions always demonic and evil? 95% of the time they are. 95% of the time, a demonic entity will disguise itself as a child or something innocent, so you can put your trust in it and follow it, investigate it, and then it'll end up attaching itself to you, giving you oppression and possession. So 9 times out of 10, a child apparition is something demonic or evil or malevolent. So be very, very, very careful on interactions with children apparitions, because like I said, 9 times out of 10 they are evil, malevolent, or demonic, trying to get you to do something for them. So just please be careful when you're out there investigating as an immature or as a seasoned investigator. That's all the questions I have that I've written down. That was 31 questions total with part 1 and this part. So if you have any more questions or comments, or you would love to share your experiences with any of the questions I've mentioned, please put them in the comments below. Like this video, comment your questions like I mentioned, share this video with your friends on platforms. I will try to get more videos up. I love doing Q&As, especially paranormal Q&As. I love interacting with you guys and answering all you guys' questions. So love and light to you guys all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.